Hey there, everybody. Welcome back. And the biggest question that's facing us today is whether we can come up as champions today, whether we're going to be promoted. All we have to do is beat Beijing Bashi here at this little teeny stadium kind of in the middle of nowhere in Beijing. And if we win this one, we've got promotion in the bag. And if we win this one and Jiangsu manage to not win, if they lose or draw and we win, then we're going to win the league right away. So we're here in, like March 17th, something like that. We've almost caught up with real life, actually. And let's see if we can put this one away. And it's Lee Jin-young who takes it from the very start, and he moves it upfield all by himself over to Victor, who's looking for Jubin, and there's an awful pass. Wade, with the interception, looks for Victor again. This time he's got Ravaglia, and Ravaglia just misses that. Delphi ends up with the ball, and he has a shot from range from kind of an odd angle, and that unfortunately doesn't go in. 24 degrees here in Beijing, 24 degrees Celsius, which is a big contrast to the temperature in Yanbian at this time of day, or this time of year. And as you can see from how I'm dressed, it's also a contrast from the temperature that I'm experiencing here in real life. It is cold out there, man. The free kick from Lee Jin-young goes nowhere. Lee Jin-young is trying to chase it down, can't quite get to it. It's Wade who ends up getting there. I'm not sure what Yanquin's doing all the way up there, but that's all right. Over to Delphi, back to Wade, over to Ravaglia, and Pietro's got his first goal of the match. Was he onside? The referee just takes a look and doesn't seem to care one way or another, so I'm guessing he was onside. I'm not sure about that. I think that there is an argument for offside here as we watch. I think he's offside as that's passed, but apparently nobody manages to notice it, and he gets the goal. And that is a 1-0 advantage for Yanbian FC. And now we're going to see that tied offside. I mean, I guess they're saying that this defender was maybe a step back. I don't know. I think he was offside, but we'll go with it. It's all right. We're not going to give that one back. We won't throw that fish back. 1-0 Yanbian FC, and here's Ravaglia with a throw over to Park Myung-sung, back to Pietro, over to Park Myung-sung again, and it's back to Paulson. Paulson over here takes it up, moves it to Lee Jin-young, over to Delphi, over to Ravaglia, and he's got a cross, and he doesn't make the cross. Instead, he goes back to Park Myung-sung. Foolish, because he could have just dumped that one in for Mwanta, and that would have been the second goal of the match. One of the problems I've noticed with Ravaglia is that he doesn't really like to pass. Here's Wade over to Mwanta, and this has got to be a goal. No, it's he completely botches the finish on that one, unfortunately. Normally, you look at this and you think, oh, this is sure to be a goal, and you can see him here beating his men with 4 men behind him, and he just doesn't have a good first touch on that, and it's all right. Still 1-0 Yanbian FC, and we'll see if we can hold on or not. 1,000 people here in Beijing, which is probably the capacity of the stadium. We've sold it out. Finally, for the first time in this game, we've got a sellout. And Mwanta with the very, very dangerous challenge over to Delphi. Delphi now moves it up over to Park Myung-sung, and it's sort of lumped forward for Ravaglia, and there's number 2 for Pietro. And I'm happy that he scored that one, actually. I was a little bit worried that was going to be another one sort of bombed over the bar. 2-0 Yanbian FC, 2 goals for Pietro Ravaglia, who looks awesome as always. And this was a good pass from Park Myung-sung, and Ravaglia is always able to beat his man. And once he's able to get his right foot onto it, there's just nothing you're going to do about it. You're not going to be able to stop that no matter what you do. 2-0 Yanbian FC, and let's move on and see what the next highlight's going to be. Not even a shot on goal for Beijing Bashi, but we weren't expecting them to do very much anyway. And here is Li Kai over to Huo Mengyang, over to Wang Feng, and Liu Shaoziyang is able to corral that shot in easily. So Beijing Bashi does get a shot on goal. Victor now over to Jubin. Jubin up to Mwanta. There's going to be a goal here. This will be an assist for Jubin. No, Mwanta ends up botching the finish again. And it's a little bit unfortunate for Mwanta. I'm not quite sure. He needs to work a little bit harder in training. This has got to be a goal. He's got everybody beat, 1-on-1 with the keeper, and instead of trying to blast the ball past him, he sort of dumps it right at the keeper's chest. So not exactly the best of finishes. Mwanta with the 6.4 today. Not having the best of games, and I'm wondering if he's upset because this is a big one, and we can see that Victor is also not exactly having the best of times out there. Want him to stay out. Mwanta, I think we're going to have him stay out as well. We could always put on Delphi and do sort of like a weird switch. In fact, you know what? Let's do that. Let's put Delphi over here. We'll put Kulunzik on. we'll just take Mwanta off after he totally botched those two. It's not quite such a bad performance. I'm going to fine him, but especially if we win. I don't like fining players after a win, but that's not what we're paying him for. Jubin with the free kick, and that one goes up and over. That's going to be a corner for us. It's Joao Victor taking the corner, and he steps back and releases, and looking for Yanbian there, can't find him. It's over to Jubin now, and Jubin has won another corner as his cross is knocked out, and he had that ball in a real excellent attacking position. I'm telling you, this kid, 16 years old, and he's playing like that. It's amazing. Lee Jin-young now with the corner over to Yanbian, and it just goes over the bar. Yanbian is also excellent, having a good game. Yanbian now takes it up over to Jubin. Jubin back over to Yanbian again. And he sends it back to Paulson. Paulson is, of course, our anchor there at the back over to Wade. Wade looks forward, beats his man, and he's got Jubin there for the header first time, which is kind of an odd decision by Jubin, but we'll take it. Shot on goal for him, and here he is with the free kick, and it ends up sort of popping up for Wade, who's unable to get over to it. Ends up being a throw-in for us, and that ends that highlight. Still 2-0 Yanbian FC, and I wonder if the magnitude of the match has people a little bit worried. Jubin now with a shot, and that's almost a goal, and that forces a save from Wang Haoyi. That was excellent from him. And there's Paulson now with the corner, knocks that back, and that's offside. And that's one of those kind of ridiculous near corners. We've seen that before in Football Manager. If you watch a lot of content creators, you see that happen a lot. Kulunzik now, the players need to learn the rules. Back to Paulson. Paulson moves it up himself over to Lee Jin-young. Lee Jin-young finds Jubin, and that I was about to say that should be a goal as well. Jubin just totally fans in the shot. Having a good game, but that should have been a goal. And Joao Victor is having a real awful game. A real stinker. He's at a 6.3. That's a little bit closer to fine territory, but we'll just take him off. If we win this match again, I don't really want to harm morale too much, but man, what a poor performance by Joao Victor, who's capable of so much more. And it's sort of shades of, not liking big matches, because this definitely is a big match. We're always going to be Beijing Bashi, but, the idea that we could win the league here is something that I would consider to be fairly large and fairly important. And so you watch out for things like that. Eunice Delphi now having his 6.4, and we're just unable to get any other shots in. And, it's all right because our defense is able to hold them. Kulunzik now over to Ravaglia, and I'm looking at Delphi up there, who's sort of waddling his way up as if, he doesn't have a care in the world. And it's Ravaglia winning it back over to Kulunzik now. Kulunzik moves it up and forward, and he gets the cross into Ravaglia for the header, looking for the hat trick, and he can't quite find it. And Ravaglia needs to work on his heading, that's for sure. We've seen a lot of poor headers from him as time has gone on. We've had two poor performances from two very good players here in this one, both Joao Victor and Sufanat Mwanta. Here's Lee Jin-young with the corner. And here it comes. He kicks it up and forward, looking for Paulson, but that one is kicked way over his head, and that's the final whistle, and we've won this match 2-0. I think that does it for us for promotion. Congratulations on securing promotion, and we have nothing afterwards, which means that we have not secured winning the league. That means that we'll have to live on to fight another day. But it does look like we have won our promotion just as we wanted to, and you can see here the Steam achievement. We are up, indeed. So I hope that you've enjoyed that one, and I'll see you tomorrow, where tomorrow we will make our big push to win the league and to set everything right in the universe. You can see that Jiangsu FC won. In fact, they won 4-2 against the Qingdao Red Lions. So we still have one more victory to go. Jiangsu is having a really good season as well. And yes, we will likely have to face them again next season. That's going to be a lot of fun. All right, and I will see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.